Hi, I'm Greg Swanson, and if you're from Central Oregon, you probably recognize me from this commercial.
Chronic pain affects thousands of lives in our area. Management of this pain often includes powerful painkillers, which pose a serious risk.
What I'd like to do is thank you for picking up the report, How to Reach Your Fitness or Athletic Goals and Achieve Peak Performance, and I'm going to go over that in a little bit more detail. I'm going to go over to a presentation, we'll pick it up from there.
Okay, so again, I'm Greg Swanson. I'm a physical and mental strength coach, owner of warriorfitnesstraining.com and warriormindcoach.com. Just a little bit about myself in case you don't know. I've been involved in the fitness industry for well over 20 years. Certified personal trainer, certified MMA strength coach, certified Ignite 360 trainer, participated in RKC kettlebells as well as TRX suspension training. I've also been involved in fitness activities for well over 25, 30, 40 years. But some of the more passionate ones I have are rock climbing, mountaineering, biking, physique transformation, obstacle course racing, as well as I survived an avalanche up on Mount Rainier. I've also been involved in the personal development arena for well over 10 years. I'm a certified personal professional coach, certified NLP practitioner, that is neuro-linguistic programming, certified hypnotherapist, as well as a lifestyle fitness coach, a life strategies coach, and a mental strength coach. So basically, I help clients develop both their mental strength and physical strength so that they can reach their full potential and achieve peak performance. What I'm going to do is talk today a little bit about the complacent zone and fitness goals. This is going to be more on the mindset, the mental strength part. Please contact me if you see me in the gym, or contact me by email on how we can work together, the mental and the physical part of it. But I do work both of those together, but today I just want to talk about the complacent zone and fitness goals, why many people get stuck, and how to fix it. So what you're going to learn today is what the complacent zone is, what makes up the complacent zone, how to break through the complacent zone, and how does this affect weight management or fitness goals. So when we're looking at a fitness goal, we're usually looking at change of some sort. And so we have to look at what is change. And change is something that moves us out of our complacent zone. And neuroscience has proven that actually the mind hates to change. It hates change. So it develops this mental resistance. And so let's take a look at mental resistance. It's the conscious or unconscious rejection to change. It's mainly the unconscious. So if we have resistance, we have some support, some area that will go no lower than, will get no heavier than, will get no worse than. Some people call it rock bottom. But what is this mental support? Well, it is that conscious or unconscious level we will go no lower than. And so the borders, you could take a look at the complacent zone, look like this. You have this mental resistance up on the top, and you have your goals above it, and you have your mental support on the bottom. So one of the questions is, where does this mental support and resistance come from? Well, they come from our beliefs, our emotions, our values, and our past experiences. So the beliefs are something like, I don't think I can lose the weight. I can't do that. I'm not good at diets, or I'm not good at working out. I'm not good at lifting weights. Values, perhaps it's better to be liked than be thin. Family and friends come first, which would give a priority of them over you going to the gym. Emotions, what will people think when I get in shape? Who will I be when I lose this weight and get in shape? So these are some of the three things that make up our mental support and mental resistance. So as we start to make progress towards our goals, we get closer to our mental resistance line, and then things start to happen. We begin to make excuses, justify, and rationalize why it's okay to back off, procrastinate, and take a break. So as we can see on this picture, this is kind of the yo-yo effect, and we've seen this yo-yo diets, right? We see that very often. But if you can see on the bottom left-hand corner, we're very close to this mental support. So this is a part where we get fed up, we're sick and tired of being sick and tired, we take matters into our own hands, we hire a trainer, we set some goals, and we start to make progress. And you can see that line going up, and then it goes down a little bit, and then it goes up. But as it gets closer to this mental resistance, kind of fear and mental resistance comes in. Like, who am I going to be when I reach this goal? What's going to happen? And all these unconscious beliefs, values, emotions, and past experience start to affect our behavior. So we call the trainer and say, I can't make it today. I got to pick up my kids from school. I'm not feeling well. Or you're out to dinner with friends and you go, oh, I'll have a piece of cheesecake. I've been so good for the past week. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll start this all over again next week. So we start to make these excuses and we procrastinate on taking action, and then we start to go down towards that mental support. And as we bounce back and forth between our mental support and our mental resistance, we actually create our complacent zone. And I call it a complacent zone instead of a comfort zone, because most of us kind of we get complacent with where we are in life, and we kind of go, this is just my lot in life. I can't lose this. I can't gain strength. I can't lose weight. I can't do this. Become complacent. But it's because we create that complacent zone. So you can see this complacent zone is just recreating the same old results over and over and over again. You may get to a certain weight, you lose 20 pounds. You go back up to that weight, you lose 21 pounds. You go up to that weight, you lose 15 pounds. So you keep going up and down. Or you may make some PRs if this is a lifting. You may make some personal records, and then you back off, and then you can't get to that PR again, and it takes you months and months and months. Then you hit that PR again, and then you break away. So that PR then is no longer a personal record. It's just something you've already done in the past. And so we go back and forth between this mental support and mental resistance, recreating the same old, kind of like Groundhog Day. So what makes up this complacent zone? If mental resistance and mental support are made up by beliefs, emotions, values, and past experiences, what makes up this complacent zone? Well, it's our capabilities, our behaviors, our environment, and our story. And so our environment is people, places, and things. Our behaviors are our habits and routines. Our capabilities are our skills and our talents. And your story is why you are where you are. So let's take a look. If we believe our capabilities are limited, I can't lift that, I can't cook well, I can't do this, our behaviors are going to follow what we believe our capabilities are. We're going to create habits and routines based on the skills and talents we think we have. Then we're going to create an environment of people, places, and things to support our behavior. And then we're going to tell a story on why things aren't changing. And so as we look at this, when we can change our capabilities or our beliefs on our capabilities, yes, I can lift that. Yes, I can go on a diet. Yes, I can cook clean. Our behaviors are going to change. We're going to have new habits. We're going to have new routines, and we're going to create a new environment. We're going to have some new people around us. We're going to create new places. We may clean out the kitchen and get rid of all the junk, and we may have more people around us, like trainers and healthy people. And then we're going to have a story, a different story that says, I'm in the progress of reaching my goals. And so how to break out of this complacent zone. So the key here, though, is once we break out, we want to stay there. But let's take a look at how we break out of this. First, we need to change the limiting beliefs and change the destructive story you're telling. We have to understand what past experiences and past emotions for what they really are. We have to instill new capabilities, create new behaviors, and then change the environment. All this is wrapped up in motivation. Motivation is very important in taking action. So as you can see on the scale here, sleep is very low motivation, obviously boredom, mild alertness, and then we have this optimum level. But then if we get too much arousal, too much excitement, stress, anxiety, panic sets in, and we pretty much don't take action there either. So what we want to do is we want to find that perfect optimum level. This is why a coach and a personal trainer is so important in helping find that optimum level to break through that mental resistance. And that's about 1% of the people will really hire somebody to help them break through, and they will stay there. So as I mentioned earlier, what we want to do is break through this mental resistance and then stay there for a couple of 3 weeks. So whatever the results are on that optimum level, we want to make sure we stay there so that the mental resistance is now a new mental support. And then we have a new mental resistance that we shoot for, a new goal that we shoot for. And this is how we can keep making progress. And this all adds up to success. So there are 4 essential mental strength tools that I use with clients to help them break through this complacent zone. One is goal setting, one is mental rehearsal, another is self-talk, and the 4th is energy management and motivation. So goal setting is essential, and I've done many talks on it, and many people don't do goal setting because 1, they don't do it correctly, and 2, they don't do it correctly. So when I do goal setting, I like to look at a 1-year outcome. What does your life want to be like 1 year from now? And it can be your entire life, or it can be your physical, meaning your physique. And then we break it down into these smarter goals. And if you meet with me at the gym, I'll go over with you what these smarter goals, what the smarter means for. But we want to have a 1 month, a 3 month, a 6 month, and a 9 month goal. And then we define a process. What specific actions are going to take place? Where, when, and how are they going to take place? And then we're going to anticipate any obstacles that might come in the way and how we're going to circumvent that. See, most of the time people don't anticipate obstacles, and when they face an obstacle, it throws them off track, and they throw the diet out, they throw the workout plan out, whatever it might be, and then they start all over again. So if you can anticipate some obstacles, that is, if you're on a different diet, maybe going out to dinner with friends, you anticipate that and look at the menu ahead of time and make your selections before you get to the restaurant. That's just one example. Mental rehearsal. This is where, and I have here associated and disassociated. Associated means you're looking through your own eyes. You hear what you hear, you see what you see, you feel what you feel. Disassociated is basically watching a movie. Mental rehearsal is important in anticipating any obstacles that you may overcome and how you're going to circumvent that. You want to visualize or mentally rehearse yourself finding those obstacles and then overcoming them. You also want to mentally rehearse your workout. See yourself going to the gym, having a great time, walking through the door, getting on the treadmill, lifting the weights, and enjoying yourself. And then the disassociated would be just to reinforce it or to critique yourself. Self-talk. This is probably the worst or the most important out of all of them, although all of them are tied together. But most of the time when people set a goal, especially in fitness, because usually second to money, our bodies give us the most attention. We give most attention to our bodies than money. So money first, our bodies second. And when we have a fitness goal, an athletic goal, a diet goal, something like that, and we don't hit it, usually we're not very kind to ourselves. And so the more we are unkind to ourselves, the more our mind protects us and doesn't want us to set goals, because it says every time you set a goal, you miss it and you beat yourself up. So let's not set any goals. And this is proved by neuroscience as well. So what we want to do is take a look at self-talk. We want to be compassionate. We want to be understanding that we're human, and this is all part of human. If we miss a meal, if we miss a workout, we want it to be positive. Hey, look what I've done. I did this. We want it to be supportive. So our self-talk, and this is where perhaps a personal trainer may not be able to assist you as well as a coach, but really good personal trainers will understand the power of self-talk as well. Energy management. We need to find those anchors and those triggers to get you motivated. We need to move you from extrinsic goals such as the scale and buying a dress or a new suit to intrinsic goals. That is the feeling you get after you get done working out, or the feeling you get after you accomplish a goal. The more you can become intrinsically motivated, the longer the motivation is going to last. So what you've learned here is what the complacent zone is, what makes up that complacent zone, how to break through that complacent zone, and how does this affect your fitness results. So again, I work with clients to help them understand their personal complacent zone, how to identify unsupportive beliefs and behaviors, and then how to change them, in addition to the physical activities which bring these things to the surface. I can be contacted at warriorfitnesstraining.com, or my email is coach@warriorfitnesstraining.com.